Namaste, everyone. Find your seat that it's comfortable, relax your palms on your lap, and wiggle if you need, shift, make yourself comfortable and take a couple of moments to arrive on your seat. Today I have a poem that I'm going to share. And before I do that, I really want you to try and feel your bones in contact with the support that you have beneath you. To also feel any sensations that arise as you start becoming more still. And we have this moment, the entry to the practice, to pause, to listen, and to start bringing the attention and the intention inward. And when we do this, we are naturally giving ourselves the opportunity to slow down and to also slow down the breath. This week, I've been in most of my classes sharing the concept of the breath being slow and related to the element of water. And the element of water connected to the breath creates a connection to the nervous system that lets it know that things are okay, that you are calm, that you are safe. So the idea through your whole journey is to try and find that fluidity of your breath, the movement, and the connection as you stay connected and aware of those. Now the breath, when it's fast and agitated, it's connected to the element of fire. And the element of fire with the breath, it's sending signals into your nervous system that are connected or related to the flight and or fight response. So usually it's when we feel anxious, agitated, more like running like type of breath. And it's the one that it's also related to fear, anxiety, or right, those emotions that are kind of like heating up our bodies. So in yoga, we are usually trying to work this flow of, like I said, fluidity, slow pace, and calm to not only affect our practice physically, but also do it in a way that we become more peaceful in our hearts, more steady, and also in our minds. And with this inspiration, it's the poem that I found that I want to share this morning. And it's by Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddhist teacher. And it says this: running, that's the name. In every one of us, there's a tendency to run. There's a belief that happiness is not possible here and now. So we have a tendency to run into the future in order to look for happiness. That habit energy may have been transmitted to us by our father, our mother, or our ancestors. Running has become a habit. Even in our dreams, we continue to run and look for something. The practice of mindfulness helps us to stop running and see that everything we have been looking for is here. Many of us have been running all our lives. One mindful step can help us to stop running. When the mind is focused on breathing and walking, we are unifying body, speech, and mind, and we are already home. So today, the invitation to find home in your breath. Find home in your practice. Finding fluidity, stillness, and ease. As you keep your spine tall, invite both your palms to rest on top of your chest. So instead of the Namaste shape, just one palm on top of the other, right in front of your solar plexus. And notice the rhythm there. Sense temperature, perhaps your heartbeat, maybe some tingling, throbbing, or pulses. And as you keep the attention in, invite or visualize the intention for your practice this morning. And that intention will help you create the practice you want and you need today. It will help you draw the journey and the way you want to feel by the end of this. Stay close to that intention and return to it whenever you need to bring yourself back home. Let's now, bring the palms together right in front of the heart. And if you choose to join me, we'll start with the Om sound, inhaling deeply through the nose. Big exhale. Then breathing in again. Relax your shoulders, soft face. Invite the head, the hands, the heart to be together for a moment. And then release the palms, lift the head, open the eyes. Welcome and thank you again for practicing with me. Let's go to the mat. Have your props handy. Okay, we are going to come onto our backs today. And we're going to take a moment, first lying down, like if you're coming into Shavasana, even though it's not. And we release here the structure, your bones. Take a moment with a few cycles, perhaps 2 or 3 breathing cycles, to take pulse, to sense your body and notice any sensitivities, the weight of your bones on your mat, any areas that you feel perhaps or you can find yourself holding or gripping. See if you can just from top to bottom, a quick screenshot or check up and start using your breath to release that tension. And the exhales, they help you deflate and let go. You are home on your mat, on your breath, in your body, your mind, your heart. Good, and then after the next breath, we are going to slowly start moving the legs, just shaking them like windshield wipers. I'm making my toes come towards each other and then away from each other. But if that doesn't feel good, you can go with both legs the same way. And slowly as you start moving, you can point and flex your feet like I'm doing, maybe flexing the toes first, hearing those sounds popping or clicking that probably for some of us are happening in the morning. And then, like I said, let the legs start being more active, creating a little bit more of that movement of the blood. And I'm going a little faster each time. just starting to also loosen up and lubricate joints, the knees, the hip joint as well, okay? So just a little bit of that, and maybe you can feel how it starts moving your hips also, and a little more towards the belly, if you feel those vibrations coming up towards the chest. Good, then from there, after you stop, take a breath, bend both your knees, put your feet on the mat, and we're going to start with our pelvis doing the cat-cow shape. So just my pelvis, I'm going to let it tilt, so I feel that arch, like when we do the arching in the cow pose, and then the cat pose, letting the pelvis be tucked in and the sacrum moving into the body. And then again, inhale and exhale. 3 more, inhaling. My arms are to the sides. You can leave them in a cactus shape or just to the sides of your room. And then 2 more. Remember, we are trying to find the flow of the breath and the movement together, okay? So no rush, starting to open up. 1 more. Yeah, and then slowly coming towards the neutral. My feet are wide towards the edges of my mat, and I'm going to let both my knees drop to one side as the opposite arm stretches up and away from the legs, and then slowly return to center. And then I'm going with both knees opposite side, and the arm is extending away from the body, like if I wanted to detach that arm and shoulder from the rest of the structure. And then I'm coming back. Again, both knees to one side, opposite arm moves away from the body, coming back to center, and both legs the other way, arm moving away from the body. 1 more time, and I'm going to add, this time when both my knees are dropping one way, the opposite arm is not only going away from the body, but also externally rotating. So I'm doing the motion of turning my arm back and almost like trying to touch the floor with the palm, and then returning. And then the other way, same thing, and turning, if you can see my arm externally, so I can touch down on the mat, and then come back. Good, from here, I'm going to lace my fingers, bring my hands behind the skull, and now we're going to do the cat-cow on our back. So I'm going to inhale, arching the spine, perhaps the chin goes up a little, and with the exhale, the cat shape, navel in, elbows towards each other, and I'm lifting a little bit, so I stretch the back of the neck and the head. And again, inhale, and exhale. 2 more, inhaling, exhale. 1 more. Good, now we'll add a little bit of twisting here, inhaling again, opening up, exhaling, both elbows towards each other. I'm moving towards one side of my body, and then again back to center. Inhaling, we open. Exhaling, we lift. Navel in, we go to the opposite side. Back to center. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. If you want, you can add the knee, moving towards that opposite elbow. Coming back. Inhale. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. 1 more time, inhale, same thing. Exhale with that twist. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Back to center. And release. Good. From here, we're going to extend the legs and extend the arms again alongside your torso. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. And then extend the arms overhead. Lace your fingers, press your palms towards the wall or the bed that you have behind, and push through your heels. Lengthen, push through the palms and the wrists, so we stretch them a little there. And then exhale, release. Good. Bend your knees and roll over to one side. I'm going to use the belt for the next couple of exercises. So if you have the belt, take it close by so you can use it. And if you want to pad your blanket, pad your mat with a blanket, you can do that as well, okay? Doesn't matter which side you're lying on. I'm going to guide you anyways, any side. I'm going to lie down on my side. I have the underarm is extended. My head is resting on that arm. If you need a pillow there, put a pillow or a block. And I made already a loop in my belt, so it's ready for me to use. But if you don't have something like this, a scarf or a towel will do, and you don't need to make a loop, okay? Good. Now from here, the first thing that I'm going to do is to push through my heels. If you're new to this shape, it might be a little wobbly, so you can always bend the under knee to have extra stability in the posture, okay? If you're okay extending, see if you can bring the glutes towards each other, lengthen through the front of the spine, upper arm comes up and over, and with my underhand, I'm going to catch the forearm or close to the wrist. Pull there, again, like if you want to detach that arm from your body, and extend through the heels to get long, long, long in the sides. And then make a fist with that upper hand and create a few circles. I don't know if you can see, but I'm doing some circles with that upper hand with my fist. Like I want to draw, right, a few circles. So I'm getting a little more into the wrists and warming up that area before we move into the down dogs and those postures. Good. Then from there, I'm going to release the upper arm. I'm going to bend the upper knee and try to bring it towards the chest. And now in this one, it's a little bit more challenging for balance. So I'm really pressing into the underside of my body, and I'm just bringing that knee towards me a little, and see if you can hold with your abdomen, and if not, you put the hand in front, okay? And you stay here for a moment. And without holding, let's bring the hand in front for support. See if you can create some circles with that knee. So I'm going in front and back and up and again. Just a few circles to start feeling that hip joint starting to warm up. Good. And then from there, I'm going to come and use my belt or strap or whatever it is that you have, and I'm going to put my foot inside. If you have a strap that it's not like this and it's not looped, or if you have a scarf, just put it around your foot, and then you're going to hold there, trying to keep extending through the underside, belly in, sacrum in, and you're going to push that heel up towards the ceiling. I've been doing this posture this week quite a bit, and the more we do it, the more, like everything, the more we practice, it gets easier, and it gives a lot of opening into not only your muscles, but also your organs. So I'm trying to really hook my under heel down on my mat, so I'm pushing, so I get more stability there with the underside of my body, and then I'm pushing through that upper heel, belly in, sacrum in, relax the face for 2 breaths. Good, and then bend that knee, release that leg, come onto your back. When you're there, hug both knees into the chest, swing a little bit from side to side. Good, and then roll over so you can go to the other side. I'm going to switch myself so you can see me for the second side. And now I'm lying down on my side, second one. I'm going to bring that belt so I have it close by. Good, and from here, same idea as before. First, I find my length there. If I need to bend the underknee, I do that. If you feel like you're okay here, keep the head supported, add blanket or pillow if you need. Upper arm comes up and over. Catch that forearm or close to your wrist. First, we pull both sides, meaning I'm pulling away right from the hips, and I'm trying to push through my heels away from my body. So I'm creating length. Then I'm making a fist with my upper hand, and I'm going to create some circles, one way and the other. Good. Super. Then we release that. And like I said before, either with the hand in front or holding the knees, if you can bring it in for a moment. Squeeze the glutes towards each other. Usually one side feels easier than the other. Good. And then after holding that knee in a little, you can bring that hand in front, and then we do a few circles. Just mainly notice here the sensation in the hip. We are oiling and lubricating that joint, but the joint is composed of 5 group muscles. So we are really accessing a lot of muscles here. Glutes, lower back muscles, inner legs, pelvis. There's a lot there happening. So we are also igniting movement in our organs. Okay, once we come back from that, we are going to take that loop or that scarf, and you're going to put it on your foot, and then I'm hooking my hand there to send the leg up. Remember, if you feel like here now you're losing control, then you bend the underknee so you have extra support and balance, okay, for the posture. Good. Now from here, I'm going to really try and make my underside be super connected to my mat. Squeeze the glutes towards each other. Press that upper heel towards the ceiling of your room. Relax the head. Soften the face. Belly comes in. Sacrum long if you can. And take a few breaths. Good. Last breath. And then slowly bend that knee, release that, and instead of coming onto our backs, we're going to roll over onto our bellies for a moment. Good, and bring your hands right in front. The elbows are wide, my palms are one on top of the other. I'm going to extend the legs. And from here, we are going to do a little flow. So I'm going to tap my toes as much as I can. And from there, I'm pushing the floor and the mat to inhale and lift the chest. And with the exhale, I'm letting go of the feet and releasing the forehead down. 2 more like that. Tuck your toes, inhale, lift the sternum, push the mat down. Exhale, fold. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Good. Bring your hands under the shoulders, bend the knees so we come to the tabletop. Good. And then in the tabletop, we are going to take what we call the puppy pose. So I'm going to stay with my hips over my knees, and you can tap the toes or not, your choice. I'm going to send my arms in front, push the mat away, and send the chest down towards the floor. And the sitting bones, they are going up towards the ceiling. Now today I'm going to modify the shape a little. So you can either stay here or press through the elbows, bring the palms together, and bring the hands behind your chest or the neck. And I'm trying to move my elbows as far as I can and send the chest down. Breathing in and out. Find the fluidity in the breath. Make it run like water. Good, and then slowly release the arms. Bring the hands under the shoulders. And before we go up today, I'm going to invite you to take a block. Maybe it's a book instead, maybe it's a cat or a dog. And what you're going to do with this is that you're going to put it in between your thighs. You see, it's blue so you can see it. How I put it right in my upper thighs and I'm hugging the block. So I'm putting it like this, right? Like sideways. So it's the thin side. And I have it right in between my thighs. That's it, simple. And from there, we are going to go into down dog. So we are going to take a down dog that it's really compacted in the legs because I need to hug that block so it doesn't fall. So I'm placing my hands with my fingers turned out a little bit, just like 1 inch, maybe or half, and pressing through the base of the thumbs. And then from there, slowly, I'm going to lift into the first down dog with the block. Find the distance that you need for your feet. And in the beginning, let your lower back arch a little, so push the mat away. Let the spine create a little bit of that arch or cow shape. And if you need to pedal your feet, even though here with the block it's a little bit of a challenge, more than like pedaling your heels, you can walk the hips from side to side. So let the body maybe stretch a little bit like that. And then we are going to really create that contraction of the front knees into the backs of the legs, the thighs into the bones, and the inner thighs into the block. So with the inseam of your pants or your legs, you want to push your block up towards the ceiling behind you. And once you have that, I want you to try and lift the pelvic floor, send the ribs into your body, and firm your hips towards the block. Relax the head and the neck, and breathe in and out, finding the fluidity in the breath, coming home. Okay, keep that block where it is, and slowly bring it into the plank pose. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Of course, I'm not even going to tell you that that block needs to stay where it is, so you need to really squeeze it like if you love it, and then release. Go back to down dog. Keep the block where it is. We go again. Inhaling towards the plank. Firm the shoulder blades into your back. Lift the front into the back. Exhale to down dog. And one more, inhaling. Exhale. Good, bring your knees down. Take the block to the side. Good, and before we go back up, widen the knees, bring the sitting bones a little closer to your heels like the child's pose, but I'm going to modify it. Keep your right arm straight. We're going to inhale, left arm up, and exhale, thread that left arm into the right, and take that gentle twist. If you want with your right hand, you can make like a window, like I'm doing, and push a little bit more to create that twist a little deeper. It's not completely the lifted hips that we usually do. I'm taking it more into the child's pose. So stay here, breathe in and out. Remember, slow breath, water, calm mind. One more breath. Just slowly press up. Coming back, we switch sides. Inhaling, right arm up. Exhaling, we thread. Right cheek comes down. Try to keep your sitting bones heavy. Left hand can push the mat a little bit more for that twist. One more breath. And then slowly return. Beautiful. Let's turn those palms again a little bit. Make yourself into the shape to go back up into a regular downward facing dog. We lift up. Good. This time, if you want, you can pedal your feet easier because we don't have the block. Good. And from there, once you have it, ribs in, draw the navel up, inhale, plank pose. Knees first, chest and chin. Sliding, we come down onto the mat, inhaling into cobra. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Good. We inhale, right leg goes up. Right knee comes to the chest in the plank pose. Lift that. Push the mat away. Go back up. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward. Left knee comes down. We come up. Good. Inhaling. Arms up overhead. Hook the thumbs. Extend through the sides. Firm the hips in. Draw the front of your spine up to the nose. One breath here. Exhale, stay. Good. Inhale one more. Exhale, bring your hands to the center. Good. Now from here, I'm going to inhale where I am. And with the exhale, my right arm is going to go back and extend. Just like that. Then again, inhaling, coming to center. Exhale, open to the right. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back. Exhale, hands down. Lift the left knee, twist to your right. Roll the shoulders back, firm the hips in, draw the navel towards the nose. One more breath. Right hand down, we go back, downward facing dog. Second side, left leg goes up. Draw the navel and the ribs in. Bring the left knee towards the chest. Push the mat, lengthen, lift up. Inhale, go back up. Exhale, left foot comes forward, right knee goes down. And we come up. Second side, inhaling, arms up again. Hook the thumbs. If you remember the opposite one, put it on top. And then from there, lengthen the sides. Open through the chest. Draw the sacrum down. Breathing. Find fluidity in the breath. Hands to the heart. Good. Now we'll take 3 of those twists towards the left. My right hand stays at the center. Inhale. Exhale, open to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tone those legs and hips in. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands down, lifting the right knee. Tone the legs, twist to your left. Lean back, open the chest. Left hand down, back to downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank. Exhale, lower. Inhaling, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deflate, release, let go on your exhale. Feel your 4 points of reference. Rooting, connecting to earth, finding home through the roots and the breath. Good. Bring the feet towards each other so they are close together. Inhale the right leg up and back. Bend the right knee, opening that right knee to the left. Once you get there, firm the sacrum in, ribs in, and try to make the left shoulder lift a little so it's not collapsing. One breath here. Re-extend the right leg. Bring the right foot forward and turn the back heel in and down. We bend the front knee and we'll come to warrior one today. So firm the hips towards the midline, lift up, and we go up again. And we are going to hook the thumbs one more time. I'm going to bend the front knee as much as I can. Draw the navel up, lengthen through the sacrum, lengthen the sides, and tilt to your right. So I'm pulling the left side of my body towards the right. You will need to firm that right hip into your body as much as you can so you don't feel like you're falling, okay? So lengthen that left side to the right, firm the right hip in, draw that front knee a little further forward. Good, then come back to center. Release the hands, keep the shape of the warrior one, twist to your right. Keep firming that right hip into your body. Exhale, release, right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Lower. Take your cobra or up dog. And then we go to down dog. Big breath in. Second side. Inhale, left leg goes up. Good, firm those ribs in, bend the left knee, opening to the right. Sacrum goes in, ribs go in, and then lift your right shoulder so it's not dropping down. Relax the neck and the head. Inhale, we extend the left leg. Left foot comes in between the hands. Right heel in and down. It's the warrior one shape, so the foot is in and pointing out. Bend the front knee. We come up, warrior one. Good. From here, bending the front knee, making space in between the legs. Push the outer edge of your back foot onto the floor, and then bring your arms up. Hooking the thumbs one more time. Draw the navel up. Push that back foot into earth and then tilt to your left. If you can, keep bending the front knee without losing the power in the back leg. Can you find home in your breath, coming back to center? Release both hands. We twist to the left. Send your left hip back and into your body. Push into the outer edge of your back foot. Left hand down, back to down dog. Inhaling plank. Stay there. Come down. Good, and from here we'll take a child's pose. Take it into rest. We'll have a few moments to reset, returning home. Make your breath again fluid like water. Slowing down, and a good opportunity as we come to the home of our breath to also come to the home of your intention. Remember and visualize how you want to keep moving through the rest of this practice, and perhaps to carry that intention to the rest of your day. 2 more breaths. Good, and then slowly from there we are going to lift up. Stay on your heels for a moment. If you need a block or a pillow in between the heels, you can do that. And a gentle stretch here before we move on. Right hand to the right side. Inhale the left arm up. Bring that left hand to the right. And from there, I'm lifting through the spine, bringing belly and chest to the right side. And stay here with the torso lifting and moving to the right and the chin coming to the left. My chin is not down, even though that's not bad, it's just a different way. And just keep the chin off the shoulder and breathe in and out. Last breath. We come back to center. Second side, left hand behind. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, bring that hand to the left. Lift up. Bring belly and chest to the left. Shoulders down. And then chin to the right. Good. Then we return to center. Good. Put your hands in front and lift up into standing. And if you have a block or anything for support, have it with you. We're going to do a quickie flow here. Okay? So have your block close by in case it's needed. Widen your feet. Good. And I'm going to go to my right, which is what I'm saying, okay? So right foot out. And I'm going to bend the front knee for the warrior two. Okay, so find that shape. Right side, right knees bent. Good. From here, I'm going to extend the arms. And we're going to do a little flow. So we open the sides a little more. We are going to inhale, bring the back arm forward, the right arm up and over. And then exhale. I'm switching, I'm bringing my right arm behind, left arm up and over. And again, inhale, left arm in front, exhale, right arm behind. Two more, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, stay there for a moment, put that right forearm onto your thigh, spin the chest and the belly up, lengthen through that left side, push the left foot down, drop the right sitting bone to the earth, and make your right inner thigh move back towards the wall behind you. Good, then bring that left arm to your left hip, straighten the front leg, bring the back foot a little closer, and we go to balance. If you need your block, take it, half moon, opening up through the chest, bending the front knee if you need, draw the navel in, bring the glutes towards each other. If you want, you open that left arm up. And if you want to play with more balance, right hand to the heart, or you stay where you are. One more breath. Slowly bend the front knee, return, and we come back. Good, super. Let's switch sides. Turn the right foot in, open the left foot to the side. Good, find the space first in between the legs. When you're ready, warrior two, second side. If you use the prop, move it to the other side so you can have it there, okay? Now from here, drop the left sitting bone, widen that inner thigh towards the wall you have behind you, and we'll do the gentle flow, okay? So I'm going to inhale and reverse, exhale to the side angle. Inhale, reverse, exhale, side angle. One more, inhale, exhale, and then I'm going to put that left forearm onto the thigh, push the outer edge of your right foot onto the mat, lift that inner arch, drop the left sitting bone, widen that left thigh back, and stretch that right side. Belly, chest up. Good. Bring that right hand onto your right hip, straighten the front leg, and we go to balance. Bring the back foot forward, bend the front knee, and up we go. Find stability in your standing leg, root through your base, squeeze the glutes into one another, bend the front knee a little bit if you need, right arm goes up if you want, staying there or adding more challenge if you want to add the hand coming to the heart. Good. Slowly return. Coming back up. Ah, you made it. Good. Okay, let's put both feet parallel to each other. Make a wide stand, but a stand that you can hold from here, pushing into the outer edges of the feet, lifting the inner arches towards the pelvis. Inhaling, arms up overhead, lengthening through the sides. Exhaling, we fold. Good. Once you get there, if it's possible, keep pushing through the outer edges of the feet, release the trunk, send the sitting bones up and back, and bring your arms inside the legs towards the back of your room. Let the palms face up, relax the neck and the head. If you need support here instead, put the blocks or anything that you need. One more breath. Good. Then slowly bring the hands towards the front. Heel toe your feet until they are a little closer. I'm going to say a touch wider than your hips, toes out, heels in, and come to the squat. Nice. We take a few breaths here. Keep your arms inside the legs to help you balance. And if you need to roll a blanket under the heels or to put a pillow or something like that, you can add extra support. Okay, let's find again a little bit of stillness. Softening the skin in the face, relaxing your jaws, slowing down the wave. Good, and then slowly with your hands, bring the hands behind. Let yourself come onto a seat. Extend the legs in front. Shake them a little. You may want to have your scarf or belt with you for this one, so we are going to fold. If your upper back tends to be rounded most times, then I'm going to suggest that if you have a scarf or something to put in your feet, it will be more beneficial to work the inner line of your legs, extending and pushing through the heels to keep the spine tall and the shoulders back and down. This shape will reverse that rounding, okay? If you are okay in this shape and you can hold yourself with the core lifting and your hands are able to catch your feet, then you can do that. And we are going to try and first move the back cheeks a little further back and out. So I'm kind of like moving, right? Like I'm squeezing, not squeezing, but like making space, and then lifting from the pelvic floor, going towards the feet or the belt if you need instead. Lift the front of your spine, roll those shoulders back, just to make sure that we have space there in the chest, and then we fold. If the backs of your legs, the hamstrings, feel tight and it's pulling a lot, bend your knees and you just hold there and you keep pushing through the heels and toning the inner legs like when we had the block that we were pressing into the block, and you stay here with the knees bent so there's less of that sensation of pulling in the hamstrings. Don't let that happen. It's not good, okay? If it feels like it's too much, you just bend your knees. your inner thighs are moving into each other or into one another and down to the floor. It's exactly the same action that we did when we were hugging the block, that we wanted to squeeze the block and send it back up with the down dog. Same idea. So you can even put a block or imagine that you're doing that same action, okay? Then slowly release that, coming back up to the seat. Good, we are going to come back onto the beginning. So we are coming onto our backs, and this time, just bring both knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Create a few circles there for the pelvis. Good. Okay, let's put the left foot down, right foot on top of your right thigh, and bring those legs towards the chest. We're not staying long, just thread your fingers behind the left hamstring and bring the legs towards you, sending the right knee out a little. Good, I'm going to keep the right leg exactly as it is, and I'm going to hold it with my hands, but I'm going to extend the left leg. So this looks like a pigeon pose, but upside down. So I'm lying down and I have my shin parallel to my chest, and I keep my right foot active, like if it's pushing into my hand, and I'm just staying there for a moment, bringing the shin to the chest, of course, just a few inches, okay? So stay there at ability for today. Good, and then release that leg next to the left one. Good, second side, bend the right knee, put the foot down, left foot on top of the right thigh for the number 4 shape first. I'm going to thread my arms behind that right thigh or in front of the shin, whichever feels good. Stay for 2 breaths. Good, and then I'm going to hold that left shin, knee, foot with my hands and extend my right leg as much as I can. And that left shin will come towards being parallel to the chest. One leg is usually different than the other because of hips. They are different. One is tighter than the other, so no extreme pushing. I'm just trying to keep that shape of the pigeon upside down. Then slowly release, extend that leg. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Both feet pressing down onto the mat. One quick bridge pose. Shoulder blades towards each other. Good. Press the palms down or hold your mat if you want. Push through the elbows. That's another way to do it. And then we lift the pelvis, activate your glutes, your hamstrings. You can use your hands if you want to lift a little higher. Squeeze the blades behind the chest. And if you feel stable there and you want to take your hands down, you can. One more breath. Good, we slowly take it down. Take a breath here. Nothing to do for a moment. Good, and then bring both knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Good, take both knees together to your left, arms to the sides for a gentle twist. You can bring your chin to the opposite side. 2, 3 breaths on this side. And then we'll move into the second side. Good. Then you bring your knees slowly towards the chest and you let them drop to the opposite side. For the ones practicing with me live, I may go over a couple of minutes. So if you're okay and you can, that you don't have to run somewhere, stay with me, okay? Second side, let both knees drop to the opposite side of the one you did before, chin to the other side, if that feels okay in your neck. Take a few breaths. Good, slowly return. When you feel ready, if you feel like you're done with the practice, start extending your legs towards the end of the mat. Start relaxing the shoulders and the arms alongside your torso. Perhaps you choose to bend the elbows and bring them onto your abdomen or pelvis. Add blankets, props of any kind. I usually suggest taking your glasses off if you wear glasses, not needed for the resting posture. And I'll guide you through the beginning of the resting moment, and then you may not hear me until I let you know that we are done.